Midoriya house. Sunday. Midoriya family, a family that consists of 3 people. Inko Midoriya, current heroine rank 12. Psychic hero, magnetic. Izuku Midoriya, a small boy with dark green hair and red parts, with a mark on his forehead. And Dai Midoriya, a cheerful girl who wants to be a hero, like All Might and his mother. Both children, with their mother, were going to the hospital to find out their quirks. Dai, brother, do you think I have a big quick? Izuku, yes, I hope so, and I have one too. Both women were surprised by that and looked at Izuku. Dai, did you speak, brother? She said, surprised. Izuku looked at his hands. I guess so. Smiling. Dai, that's great, we can finally talk, bro. Smiling. Inko sighed, putting on a smile. She thought her son was mute. The Midoriya family arrived at the hospital. 20 minutes later. Doctor, Midoriya family. Looking from side to side. Inko, here holding her children's hands. Doctor, from what it says here, they want to know their quirks? Looking at a leaf. Inko, that's right, doctor. My children are already 4 and they still haven't activated their quirks. Doctor, well, I'm going to need the children's blood. He said seriously. Taking out a syringe, scaring Dai, the doctor approached Izuku and drew some blood. Dai, did it hurt, brother? Izuku denied, relieving her. Doctor, okay girl, taking out another syringe. Dai put his arm out waiting. When the doctor took blood, Dai started to cry. His brother lied to him. Doctor, okay, wait 10 minutes and I'll give you the results. Inko would be, well doctor. Dai, yes, it hurt, silly brother pouting with a few tears in his eyes. Izuku, sorry, it didn't hurt me. Dai, incredible, she said, surprised. 15 minutes later. Doctor, well Mrs. Midoriya, I have 1 good news and 2 bad news. Inko angry, thinking that her children did not have quirks. Inko, speak. Said seriously. Doctor, the good news is that, your son has quick. Inko, and the bad one? She was glad that one of her creations had quick. Doctor, I don't know what your quick is about. Inko, how do you not know that? Doctor, I'll run a little test on your son. Child, concentrate so I can activate your quick. Izuku stared at him and focused on the strange-looking doctor. Everyone saw how the mark on Izuku's head grew. Doctor, well, child, what do you see, or how do you feel? Everyone looked on waiting for the answer. Inko was the most impatient to know. Izuku, I can see his heart, and his muscles, literally all of it, while pointing at a poster of the human's inner body. Doctor noting, awesome, anything else? Izuku, I see how he writes slower, and I hear better. Doctor, really impressive. He said, ecstatic. Izuku deactivated his mark, sighing a little. Doctor, anything else, kid? Izuku, I felt stronger, and I think that was it. Doctor writing everything down, okay kid, your quick is new and it's really impressive. Inko was happy about that. One of her creations had a powerful quick. Now she was waiting for her daughters so she would have her 2 children who will be the future top 1 and 2. Doctor, you can choose a name for your quick child. Izuku thinking of a name, Transparent World. Doctor, interesting, writing down the name. Dai, Onii-chan, your quick is great. He said with stars in his eyes. Izuku, thanks sister, let's hear about your quick. He said, smiling. Doctor, I see you want to be a hero, right girl? Dai, that's right, Mr. Doctor, she said excitedly. Doctor, you should give up. He said seriously and going straight to the point. Dai, he said in shock as he dropped his All Might toy. Inko, what do you mean by that? She said annoyed. Doctor, what I mean is, your daughter doesn't have quick. Izuku approached his sister and hugged her while Dai began to cry. Inko, well doctor, thank you for your time. Gently grabbing Izuku's hand and roughly Dai's hand. Dai, mommy, you hurt me. Tried to get out of the grip. Izuku seeing this, hurt her mother, let her go. Letting go of his mother's grip to help his sister. Inko, walking to her car faster. Dai, mommy. Izuku, come on little sister, grabbing Dai's hand. When I get home. Dai, mommy, do you think I can be a hero like you? Inko, no, leaving the shock to Dai, you are completely useless, you will not be a hero, Quirkleys. Dai with tears, mommy, why are you telling me that? He said with much pain. Inko, don't call me mommy or mother, you're not my daughter anymore. Izuku, enough, that's enough. He said seriously. Dai ran to her room crying, and Izuku followed her. Izuku entering his room saw his sister watching the All Might video. Dai turns around. "Oh Nisihan," she said as best she could. "Do you think I can be a heroine?" Her brother was her only hope. Izuku, no. Dai lowered his head with more tears. "I know you will be the best heroine, much better than him." Pointing at the video. Dai saw his brother again, but Izuku, crying won't do anything, but if you try hard I'm sure you'll have a great reward. Wiping her tears with a handkerchief. Dai, Mom said I couldn't. Izuku, Mother, she is a greedy woman, she will say many bad things to you, but you have your older brother who will always love you and be there for you. Dai, Onii-chan. Looking at him with tears and hugging him tightly. Inko, hey disappointment, come here, she said with a belt in her hand. Inko threw a whip but Izuku caught it. Izuku, please mother, don't do anything to her, I promise that I will try hard in my training but don't do anything to her please, he said with blood falling down his cheek. Inko : well, Baha, you will have a very rigorous training, you have to surpass All Might. Leaving Dai's room. Dai, brother why? Izuku, it is the duty of an older brother to protect the younger one. From now on you will start to go through bad things Dai, but when you are afraid, grit your teeth, keep your heart burning and keep going. Dai, thank you Onii-chan, thank you for being the best older brother. Watching Izuku leave the room. In a training room. Inko, okay, son, let's start with your physique. Izuku, well mother he said seriously, I would go through this hell but it would be worth it to see my little sister well but remember what I told you please. Inko, yes, whatever you say, I don't know why you're defending that nuisance, but it doesn't matter. Inko started training Izuku physically, they started with 15 push-ups and squats. They did hand-to-hand combat, and Inko noticed it. Inko, he's a complete prodigy watching how his son learned the fighting stance very quickly perfect. The next day. Bakugo, well Deku, what's your quick? Dai, I don't have Q your Keika-chan. Bakugo, are you a Quirkles? Putting on a cocky smile. Dai just nods. Bakugo, I'm sure your brother is useless too. Dai, don't call him that, Kachan, he does have quick. Bakugo, I don't care, my quirk is sure to be much better, meanwhile your nickname is well earned useless you are a Deku. Dai, aren't we friends Kachan? The arrogant smile appeared again in Bakugo. Bakugo, I'll never be friends with a useless person like you. About to throw an explosion while Dai closed his eyes Dai. But someone stopped his arm. Bakugo, who dares to, Izuku. Dai opened his eyes to see his older brother, and smiled. Izuku. Bakugo, join my Izuku, let's attack your sister. Smiling arrogantly. Izuku punches Bakugo, knocking him to the ground. Izuku, I don't like hurting anyone, but no one will hurt my little sister. Putting himself in front of Dai. Bakugo touching his nose said. Bakugo, you bastard, I'll kill you. Bakugo attacks with an explosion that Izuku dodges and returns the punch with his left. Bakugo throws another explosion with his left, but Izuku dodges again and returns a right punch. Bakugo, that hurt like a piece of shit. Izuku, Bakugo enough. Bakugo, throwing another explosion with his right. Izuku tired of this activates his mark, dodges and punched him again with his left hand. The punch hit him in the nose, Bakugo fell and began to cry. Izuku, I broke your nose, but if you keep bothering my sister I'll break all your bones. Bakugo started running away, this wouldn't stay like this. Dai, thank you Onii-chan. Hugging Izuku. Izuku, you're welcome, let's go home. Dai, why yes. She said somewhat scared. Izuku, don't worry, he won't do anything to you, I'll protect you. Starting to walk. Time jump 15 years. 15 years had passed, during which time Izuku spent his time training. His mother saw her son's skill with the katana when he was 7. Inko called a personal teacher to teach her son about it. Inko was shocked by her son's skill with the katana. Her son defeated a master with great skill and at just 7 years old, that made her feel proud and her ego rose even more. Izuku was spoiled by his mother, who gave him the best consoles and toys, but he never cared about that and secretly gave them to his sister. How gladly she received her brother's gifts. Dai was not bullied at school, thanks to her brother, who always protected her. Many men feared her brother, and women approached her to be her friend, with the sole purpose of getting closer to her brother. That's why she didn't have any friends either. Her only support was always there for her. Her role model and the person she admired most, her brother. She had a list of people she admired most. Izuku. All Might. His brother, despite being spoiled by his mother, never showed even a hint of arrogance. He always helped others as he could. He was very humble. Current events. Izuku and Dai ran towards school, at a great speed for Dai but not for Izuku, but he wouldn't leave his little sister behind. Villain, Gra-ah. Dai, what do I see, a villain there to go Oni-chan. Seeing the crowd of people. Izuku, it's not dangerous, and we'll be late. Dai, prrdd sticking out tongue. Dai grabbed Izuku's sleeve and started dragging him. Dai, we'll be fine. They saw a villain throw a giant beam with a punch, but a hero ran out. Dai, oh Oni-chan is death, arms. Izuku, oh Cece nodding, pretending to know who it was. Extra 1, Death Arms, the bringer of justice with his great strength, the hitting hero. Backdraft, this is all dangerous. Back up. Back up. Extra 2, Rescue Specialist Backdraft is also here. Izuku and Dai heard that the villain stole a wallet, they cornered him and he lost control of his quick. Dai starts dragging Izuku through the line, moving to the front of the line. Izuku, this is dangerous Dai. While he watched his sister write down everything she saw. Dai, nothing is dangerous when you are with Christ the King. Dai became comically strong. Izuku, eh? He said, surprised seeing his sister's muscles that suddenly disappeared. Girls, kya kamui, you can do it, Kamui. Izuku, Kamui. The girls turned around synchronously with intimidating looks, but they squealed again. Izuku, are you okay? Girls, kya? Izuku? Shouldering, he continued watching the battle. Kamui had the fight under control. When he was about to catch him, a giant appeared. Mount Lady, Cannon Canyon. Kicking the villain. Dai/Izuku, ah. Many were surprised by this. They had stolen Kamui's credit and apparently there was a new heroine. Many photographers appeared in front of Izuku and Dai, surprising them even more. Mount Lady, today is my debut day. My name is Lady, it's a pleasure to give you a butt treat. Shows a little more of her butt. Izuku watched his sister write down the new heroine very quickly. Izuku, have I already drawn it? He thought, surprised seeing the drawing of Mount Lady. Izuku, sister, Dai looked at him. Our birthday is coming up soon. Dai nods. Can I borrow your notebook? Dai nods and gives him the notebook. Dai, what are you going to do Oni-chan? Looking at her brother confused. Izuku, ask for the autograph of all these heroes, as my gift to you. Dai formed little stars around him. Dai, would you really do it? He said happily while Izuku nodded. Thank you very much, brother. Izuku, I'll be right back. Peep out of nowhere he turned into a chibi and started walking through the crowd. Izuku had arrived before the giant woman. Izuku, Miss Giant here. Izuku, Miss Giant here. Mount Lady, a child. Shrugs. Izuku, Pete returning to his normal height. Mount Lady, but what a brat, she said blushing. Izuku, excuse me, miss, but could you? Couldn't finish. Mount Lady, I accept. Thinking I would ask her out. Izuku, oh great, here giving him the notebook and a pen. It's for my sister Dai, could I give you her autograph please? Mount Lady, oh, her all pink background breaks out of nowhere. Why yes, it's okay, Dai, you said. Izuku nods. Lady, here giving her the notebook. I hope for your support. Looking with a dead look to the other side. Izuku, of course, miss, that cheered Lady up a little. Izuku continued on his Pokemon path, asking for autographs from all the heroes present. Izuku, here sister, happy birthday in advance, he said smiling. Dai saw the autographs with great joy. Dai, thank you very much Oni-chan, you're the best, hugging Izuku, almost throwing him away. Izuku, let's go to school. Looking at the time. At school. Teacher, since you are all third years, it's time to think seriously about your future. I've given you many brochures for your future plans, but throws away the pages. You all want to be heroes, right? The whole class started to activate their quicks except Izuku and Bakugo. Teacher, yes, you all have wonderful ideas, but the use of quick is not allowed in school. Bakugo, sensei, don't put us all in the same group, I won't be at the bottom with all these rejects. Extras, that's Descartes, damn Bakugo. Bakugo, they should shut up like the extras they are. Laughing. Laughing. Teacher, oh, if I remember correctly, you want to go to UA Academy, right Bakugo? Extra, UA? The national school? Extra 2, the acceptance rate is very low, 0.2% enters. Bakugo, that's why you guys are just fillers. Getting on the table, I passed the preparation exam. I'm the only one from this school who can get in there. I'm going to surpass All Might. I'll be the most powerful hero, and my name will be at the top of the most paid. Teacher, of course, the Midoriyas also want to enter there, right? Everyone was going to make fun of it, but they saw Izuku, who released a great pressure that affected everyone except Dai. Izuku made a sign of silence and everyone remained silent. Bakugo, because he was very arrogant, decided to confront Dai. Bakugo destroyed Dai's table by throwing it to the floor. Bakugo, hey Deku, you're worse than these losers. You don't have a quirk. But someone touches his shoulder. Bakugo began to tremble. He tried 105 times to defeat Izuku, but he never succeeded. He began to fear him like no one else. Bakugo, Izuku, I was just talking to your sister. Izuku, I repeated it to you 105 times. Bakugo, putting pressure on his shoulder and making him kneel. Do you want me to repeat it to you again? Bakugo, why do you think you're better than me? He said angrily. Izuku, I don't think I'm better than anyone. Bakugo, but I am better than you. Bakugo, shiny. Teacher, enough, sit down already. Izuku, use my seat, sister. Dai denies. Dai, no thanks Onii-chan, I'll keep using my table. Grabbing his chair and sitting back down. Somewhere else. A woman's scream is heard. Civilian, thief, stop him please. Moko, catch me if you can. Ha ha ha, how fun. Running. Civilian, is there no hero around here? Civilian 2, normally someone would come right away. Civilian 3, they are taking advantage of this morning's chaos. Many people don't know what to do with their gift. MNH. Civilian 1, is there nothing to do? If there is something. He said, growing suddenly. Do you know why? Because I am here. Because I'm here. The booger looked back at All Might. Moko, this isn't fun anymore. Running faster. At school. Classes had already ended, Izuku and Dai were leaving school, until Izuku receives a call. Dai, who is brother? Looking from his brother's shoulder. Izuku sighed, mother. Dai remained silent. Izuku, hello mother, yes, I'm coming back, okay, that's fine, mother. Bye. Dai, training. Said sadly. Izuku, yes sister, let's go quickly. Dai, brother, I'll go downtown. I have something to buy. Izuku, do you want me to accompany you? Dai nego, I can do it alone, thanks anyway Onii-chan. Izuku, somewhat unsure, nods and begins to walk home. If his mother didn't arrive, she would increase his training and that was the last thing he wanted. Dai, gift for Onii-chan, gift for Onii-chan. Dai stopped singing and started to walk under a bridge, laughing like All Might, when he hears a noise and looks back and gets really scared. Dai, AV villain? She said scared. Mucus, a medium-sized invisibility system. The mucus jumps towards Dai to charge with his hands but the villain catches him. Moko, don't worry, I'll just take over your body. It will only hurt for about 40 seconds. Dai, be welctual, and no austro. Dai, I can't breathe, Onii-chan help please, thought. Dai tried to get the snot out of his mouth but the snot talks. Moko, you won't be able to hold on, I'm liquid, and... Thank you for helping me, you're a heroine to me, girl. I didn't think that would come to this city. Dai, I have no more strength, I'm dying, Onii-chan I love you very much, about to faint. But the manhole cover flies off. All Might, everything's okay girl, you know why? Because the boss is here. The villain of Moko attacks with Moko but Might dodges and goes quickly towards him. Might, Texas Smash. The mucus exploded, expelling Dai, who was semi-conscious, seeing someone's silhouette. Dai, Onii-chan. Fainting. A little while later. Dai woke up from the slaps on his cheek that All Might gave him. All Might seeing that the girl was waking up. All Might, but why? Dai, All Might backing away a bit. All Might, I'm glad you're okay. I'm sorry you got involved with that villain. I don't usually make mistakes like this, but I was in a good mood, on my day off, seeing this beautiful city. Ha 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 ha. Dai was still in shock. In front of him was All Might. All Might, I wouldn't have made it without your help. Thank you, the villain is now well contained. Dai, it's All Might in person, he looks totally different, my brother would be surprised by that. Dai's imagination. Dai, look Onii-chan at the autograph. All Might. Pointing at it. Izuku, oh amused he said with his mouth open but without any expression. End of imagination. Dai, you would definitely be impressed, I need your autograph, where is my notebook? Looking from one side to the other. Dai saw the notebook and grabbed it, opening it and seeing All Might's autograph. Dai, I'll sign it now. Thank you very much. This will be a family heirloom. Bowing a lot. Might, very well, raising a thumb. Well, I have to take this guy to the police, I'll see you on the other side of the screen. Dai, wait so soon. All Might, the professionals always fight against crime and time. All Might, well, bye, gives a super jump. I count on your support. All Might was in the air when he felt someone on his leg. Might, what? Hey, your fanaticism has gone too far. Let me go. Struggles against Dai. Dai, if you let me go I'm going to die. Might, yes, that's true. Looking from side to side, starting to cough. Dai, there are many things I want to ask you personally. Might, okay, I understand you, close your mouth and eyes. Already in the building. Dai, that W was scary. Might, sorry girl, I don't have more time, if you talk to those downstairs they'll surely open the door. Dai, wait. Might, nope, I'm leaving, raising a hand. Dai remembered all the bad things he experienced. I have a useless daughter. You're just a Deku. Dai, you should give up. You're not my daughter anymore. Until she remembered her brother. Grit your teeth, keep your heart burning, and keep going. Dai, that may be true, that I am useless, but before and now Onii-chan continues to protect me, and during mother's training I don't want to disappoint the person who supported me the most in life. Dai, All Might, can you be a hero without a queer? Can someone like me become a hero like you? All Might stopped. Might, no quirk. Izuku was surrounded by master swordsmen, he dodged slashes and returned them to points to leave them unconscious, he was worried about his sister and that distracted him receiving some slashes. Inko, stop. Two teachers stopped a slash away from hitting Izuku. What's wrong with you, son? Izuku, sorry mother, I'll get back to training. Closing his eyes to concentrate. Inko, okay, go ahead. Izuku stood on guard and fire began to come out of his wooden katana. What? Izuku had finished off the master swordsman in seconds, and fell tired. Inko, what was that? Izuku. Waiting for immediate response. Izuku, I don't know, mother, but it tires me out. Sighing. Inko, when these swordsmen leave you will train, is that understood? She said seriously. Izuku, why yes mother. With Dai. Might, hero, quirkless? Og steam started coming out of All Might. Dai, my brother always defends me, but I know they make fun of me, it's because I don't have any gift, I would like to be a heroine because saving people would be something wonderful, saving them all with a big smile like you All Might. While smiling and playing with his hands. Dai saw All Might in his deflated mode getting scared. Bakugo was walking with his friends. He felt very humiliated by Izuku who kicked a bottle. Moko, you forced me to use your body bro. While approaching Bakugo. With Dai. Dai, it can't be, All Might isn't afraid of anything, and he always saves everyone with a brave smile. Might sighs, you see me with a brave smile? Young man, now that you've seen me like this, don't spread it. Dai, All Might lifts up his shirt scaring Dai, but he saw a big wound. Toshinori, it's an injury I sustained 5 years ago. I lost half of my respiratory system and my entire stomach. I've gotten richer and richer with each surgery. Currently, I can only be a hero for 3 hours a day. The conversation follows the same as the original story. All Might, professionals always risk their lives, I just can't tell you that you can be a hero without any gift, because you can't. Dai, what? He said in shock and without any emotion in his eyes. And I see. Toshinori, if what you want is to help people, become a police officer or a doctor, they are good jobs, opening the door to leave dreaming about something is not bad, but you also have to take reality into account, young lady. Dai continued to see the dull floor in her eyes, she never suffered bullying, thanks to her brother, but she listened to what people said about her. Her mother considered her trash and a disappointment. Little by little, Dai approached the railing. She climbed onto the railing, ready to jump. Her hero told her she couldn't be a heroine, she had no more hope. I look down at the street from above, but a memory comes to me. Flashback. Dai was leaving her room. Her brother had left her food since her mother didn't cook for her. Until she saw her brother lying there. Dai, brother running towards him. Izuku, hello Dai, how are you? Dai, brother, are you okay? Izuku nods. Why do you continue with mom's training, brother? He said, crying, seeing his brother's wounds. Izuku, if I don't, she'll do bad things to you. I don't need another reason to protect my little sister. Giving her a small touch of 2 fingers on her forehead. Dai, but brother. Izuku shook his head, don't worry, I'm doing better with the training now. Soon I won't end up so badly. And when you're a heroine and show everyone that you made it, it will all have been worth it. Another flashback. Dai, oh Ni-chan, do you think I see can be a hero? Izuku, I know you'll be the best heroine, much better than him. Pointing at his computer. Izuku, keep your heart burning and keep going. You will always have your older brother, who will love and protect you. End of flashback. Dai, my Oni-chan was always my hero, and he still believes in me. I'm sorry Oni-chan, I almost did something crazy crying. Dai quickly looks forward when he sees an explosion. Dai, what the hell? A villain, what hero will fight? Starting to run towards the door to go towards the explosion. But Dai remembered All Might's words, stopping her, denying she began to walk. Dai hadn't planned to go towards the explosion, but she unconsciously brought herself into the explosion. Dai, this is the place of the explosion? That means I came out of habit, it will only make me feel more insignificant, approaching the crowd. Dai saw the booger and was surprised, what is that thing doing here, how did it escape All Might? When will it be? Remembering how she held onto his leg. It was all my fault. Dai kept looking at the booger, he felt guilty when he heard that they had kidnapped a teenager. Dai, be Bakugo. Dai out of nowhere started running towards Bakugo. Hero, wait girl, it's dangerous. Bakugo, damn nerd, what are you doing? Dai, why did I run, what am I doing? Snot, you brat, I'll tear you to pieces. Dai, page 22, grab whatever you have in hand and throw it, I have my backpack, the backpack that Oni-chan gave me, I won't throw that away, seeing a trash can lid I grab it and throw it away. Dai started trying to get Bakugo slime out to save him. Bakugo, but what are you doing here Deku? Dai, my legs moved on their own, I'm scared. He said while drooling more. Dai, Bakugo, I can't watch you die. All Might saw that in amazement, had he found it? Moko, don't interfere, taking out a hand of Snot attacking Dai. Result, there, Might had saved Dai and Bakugo. Bakugo was praised and Dai was scolded. Currently Dai was walking on her way home, this mini adventure was too much for her. Bakugo, hey Deku. Dai looked back, I never asked you to help me Deku. Dai, that's what a heroine. Bakugo does, smiling at him. Bakugo blushed, don't think you're better than me, you understand, your fucking brother is enough for me. Turning around. Dai, oh okay, I noticed Bakugo blushing, but I wouldn't be this cockroach's girlfriend. Goodbye. Turning around. All Might, I'm here. Dai, kya, giving a small jump back. Dai, All Might, what are you doing here? You were surrounded by reporters, how did you escape? All Might, ha 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 ha, escaping from the reporters was easy, do you know why? JoJo's pose, because I'm the great All Mig Og, suddenly deflating. Dai looked at that nervously, this old man was really bad, what brand of toothpaste did he use, his teeth were shining a lot. Koshinori, young lady, I want to thank you for correcting my words, and for suggesting something to you. If you hadn't been there, if you hadn't told me your story, I'd just be a braggart in a suit. Thank you. Dai, of course not, it was all my fault from the beginning. I bothered you at your job and said a lot of stupid things despite not having a gift. Toshinori, that's right, it was thanks to you acting like a shy, gifted young girl that I was able to act in the end. All famous heroes have a story from their time in school. Almost all of these stories have one thing in common, their bodies moved before they even thought about it. Dai's eyes shone, do you think I can do it? Toshinori, yes, young lady, you can be a hero. Dai was going to cry but he realized something, danger was approaching behind All Might. POV Izuku. 10 minutes earlier. Inko seeing her son quite tired. Inko, we're done for today son, you can rest, you earned it. Izuku, thank you mom. Izuku left the training room quite tired, until he saw Dai running towards a villain on TV, and everything that happened. Izuku, Dai. In a burst of fire Izuku had disappeared. Izuku was running along the path that led from the center to his house, until he saw his sister with a skeletal guy. Izuku, annihilate jumping back. Dai, wait Oni-chan no. Pushing Toshinori. Izuku deflected the attack creating a huge blizzard. Izuku, get behind me, this man won't do anything bad to you. Dai, wait Oni-chan he is. Toshinori, my name is Toshinori Yagi, nice to meet you young man. Izuku, I won't let you hurt my sister sir, so back off, I don't want to hurt you. He said seriously. Toshinori saw the wooden katana near his neck, it was made of wood and he still felt the danger. Who is this young man? Dai, wait Oni-chan, the gentleman wasn't going to do anything to me, in fact he helped me a lot. Izuku, confused. Dai, some perverts approached me and he helped me. Izuku, I don't mean to offend, but he seems like a pervert. Dai, I already know that. Toshinori, I'm still here, you know, young people? Dai, it's the truth Oni-chan Izuku sigh. Izuku, okay sister, excuse me sir, come here shaking his hand. Toshinori grabbed Izuku's hand and stood up. Izuku, thank you so much for defending my sister. Toshinori, wasn't he young at all? Izuku, Midoriya Izuku bowing. Toshinori, young Midoriya, well I'm leaving, goodbye. Starting to leave. Dai, bye. Dai, hello Oni-I. Izuku had grabbed her nose and moved her from one side to the other. Izuku, what the hell did you do against that villain? Grabbing her cheeks. Dai, no Zolo cozy Izuku sigh. Izuku, I'm sleepy. Izuku started walking home again. Dai, wait bro. Running after Izuku look at this showing him All Might's autograph. Izuku, oh amused he said surprised but his expression didn't show it much. 2 months later. Inko noticed that Izuku developed another quirk, which made her training increase. Izuku noticed his sister with a little muscle, she always went out from morning until late at night, at school she seems more tired and mumbles a lot, Izuku intrigued decides to follow her. He saw his sister arrive at a beach, and a little while later he saw her carrying a giant guy on her shoulders. Izuku, Dai. Dai exalted and All Might gave a small jump, dropping his disciple. Dai, what are you doing here Oni-chan? Izuku, I came to see you. I see your training, that makes me happy. Dai smiled later let's go somewhere private please, I want to talk to you alone. Suddenly getting serious. Dai, okay nodding. Dai noticed his brother with dark circles under his eyes, he looked bad worrying. All Might, hello young Izuku. Izuku turned to look at him. Izuku, who are you? Leaving the two in shock. Dai, he's the great All Might brother. Leaves in an exaggerated way. Izuku, All Might. Both stared at him hitting a fist into his palm he's the type I have to get over, and the one where you watch that video like crazy, also all the posters in your room and. Dai embarrassed, ya Oni-chan. Izuku took out his wooden katana. Izuku, would you give me the honor of a fight, sir? Leaving the two in shock again. Dai, do you want to die Oni-chan? All Might, good young Midoriya tensing his muscles growing a little more. Dai, wait All Might. Izuku slowly drew his wooden katana. Dai, how scary she said somewhat intimidated by her brother. All Might became serious at that, his seriousness was noticeable. All Might started the attack by quickly launching himself at Izuku. Izuku, sun breathing. Third stance, suffocating crimson mirror. Izuku launched 2 defensive slashes, successfully achieving them since All Might retreated. Izuku quickly attacked by jumping. Izuku, sun breathing. First stance, waltz. All Might stepped back at that, both of them quickly approached. And they began to exchange blows and slashes, although neither managed to harm the other. After a minute, the two separated. All Might, really cool young Midoriya. Izuku, thanks All Might, but from now on I'll use my quirk. All Might, what? That fire wasn't your quirk? Izuku shakes his head. Izuku, it is a technique of his own that he creates with a lot of effort. All Might was surprised by that, the fire was dangerous, his instinct told him to dodge those techniques. Dai looked surprised at everything, her brother was fighting All Might. Izuku whispered, transparent world. He started to see All Might's body. Izuku, I give up raising his hands. Die, ah. All Might sigh, well young Midoriya, it was a short but very entertaining fight, but why did he give up? Izuku, I haven't been able to rest much. Using my quirk and technique without being well rested would be catastrophic for me. I would have resisted for a minute at most but would have fainted for a long time. All Might, I understand young Midoriya, I hope to see you at UA. Izuku nodded. Izuku, can I take my sister for a few minutes? All Might, yes of course. Already far from place. Dai, what's wrong Oni-chan? Izuku, sister, what is one for all? Leaving Dai in shock. Dai, how do you know? Izuku, seeing a giant guy and a girl would catch anyone's attention, and on top of that they don't look around them. I spent a while watching you train. Dai, _A. Izuku, you'll tell me. Dai, denying a little. Izuku, you don't trust me? Do you think I'll tell anyone? Dai. Izuku opened his eyes wider at the silence. Have you forgotten who was the one who took care of you all this time? Dai, Tu never asked you to take care of me. Whispered. Izuku, what? Dai, I'm grateful to you Oni-chan, but you don't have to take care of me all the time. Izuku, but. Dai denied, I can do it alone Oni-chan, I always could do it alone. Izuku, but I was always there for you. Dai, I never asked you to take care of me, you always had all the attention from your mother, friends and all the gifts that mother gave you. Izuku, mother only sees me as someone who has to be number one, friends you say? I never had a friend. Dai, I always defended you, and everyone stayed away from me, women approached me but spoke badly of you, and I never liked people like that. Gifts? I gave you all the gifts. Without exception, I always endured mother's training, I always made your own food, sometimes I wouldn't eat to give you my own food. Now a man appears out of nowhere and offers you a gift and you take his side. Dai regretting what he said, he was going to speak. Izuku, I put all your hell on my shoulders. Dai, you started training 2 months ago, I've been here for 11 years, and I've been defending you at school and home. Izuku, tell me Dai, what did you do for me? Dai started to cry and denied, he hadn't done anything for his brother. Izuku, you didn't have to pay me back for everything I did for you, tell me All Might told you that you could be a hero and wants to give you a quirk? Dai, how do you know, brother? Izuku, when I activated my quirk, I saw that man's insides were completely destroyed. If he fought seriously, I was going to kill him. Leaving Dai in shock. Izuku, that's why I gave up. And about the quirk, they talked about it a lot too much. Izuku, goodbye Dai, he won't be coming home for a few days, I want some time for myself and a rest. Dai, wait brother please forgive me, let me tell you. Izuku, you don't have to do it. Take care of yourself, Dai, you'll need it. Disappearing in speed. Dai, Oni-chan forgive me. Said crying. Toshinori, young Midoriya is okay. And young Midoriya? Dai, now Oni-chan hates me grabbing his feet hiding in his sweater. Toshinori, huh? Izuku was running in the direction of the forest, he always wanted to be there, he liked nature. 2 hours passed and Izuku kept running until he found the forest. Izuku, this break will be worth it looking at the beautiful view. The more Izuku walked, the more he relaxed, until he saw a lake. Izuku, great double prize. Seeing that no one is there, he starts to take off his clothes. He jumped and entered the lake. Izuku, we're relaxing, I'll catch some fish tonight. Sinking into the water. Several hours later. Izuku was in a part of the forest sleeping, he hadn't slept so well in a long time. It had already gotten dark, and Izuku was awake but with his eyes closed, until he heard a noise. All for one, so you're Izuku Midoriya, right? Izuku was still lying down, who am I talking to? All for one, you talk to the number one villain All for one. Izuku stood up suddenly and stood on guard. All for one, I see you understand the situation, give me your gift and I'll let you live. Izuku, no. All for one, then I'll have to kill you and get it from your corpse. Izuku, what bad luck bringing my wooden katana. Izuku had a calm mind, getting nervous would do him no good. Izuku, who told you about my gift? All for one, I can't tell you. Izuku thought about who they could be. His mother? No. He saw her as his perfect creation. His sister? I don't think she would betray All Might. Izuku, the doctor, right? He said seriously. All for one surprised, how? Izuku, They are the only people who know about my gift, and that doctor seemed ecstatic to know my gift, terrible actor. A foe, well, Holmes, let's see what you've got. Preparing one of his gifts. A foe, air cannon. He started to throw airs that Izuku dodged in an easy and elegant way. Spear bones. Some spears were formed around Izuku, the spears were shaped like cones. Izuku dodged quite easily. Izuku, you should have attacked me when I was weakened, I will try to defeat you. A foe, why don't you attack, brat, are you scared? Trying to provoke Izuku. Izuku attacked and a foe smiled. A foe, air cannon x4. Izuku dodges 4 large air cannons. Izuku took advantage of the moment when a foe was distracted. Izuku, sun breathing. 8th stance, immense flaming mist. A foe was completely in shock. A foe touched his bleeding neck. Did a wooden katana do this to him? He'd be dead if this kid had a real katana. A foe, how? Looking up. Izuku, I can't kill you with this. A foe was trembling with anger and fear. No one had put him in this position. He had been totally humiliated in minutes, not even those ridiculous bearers who wanted to defeat him. A foe, it won't stay like this won't stay like this. A dark matter appears taking a foe. Izuku, if I kept fighting my katana would break. Looking at his wooden katana, and saw that it didn't have a single scratch. Izuku, I don't think so. Laughing a little, Izuku started walking towards the lake again. After Izuku left. Dai's POV. Dai was crying, until All Might approached her. All Might, young Midoriya, are you okay? And young Midoriya? Dai, now Oni-chan hates me, I'm an idiot, the worst person in the world. All Might deflates. Toshinori, why do you say that, young Midoriya? Dai begins to tell her what happened and how Izuku always protected her. Toshinori, young Izuku is a great person, and someone to really admire, he said with respect towards Izuku. Dai, I was ungrateful. Busying herself with her sweater again. He would be a much better successor than me. Toshinori, why didn't you tell him, young Midoriya? Dai looked at him, but you told me not to tell anyone, that I would put you in great danger. She said angrily. Toshinori, I'm sorry about that, but the people I trust a lot know about the OFA. UA director. Sir Naitai. And my predecessor's friend, Gran Torino. Toshinori, do you think your brother would tell anyone about this? Dai, he wouldn't tell anyone about this. He said without hesitation. Toshinori, and if you put your life in his hands, you have the confidence that he will take care of it? Dai, I always take care of myself, I have a lot of trust and appreciation for Oni-chan. He said without any doubt. Toshinori, then tell him about the OFA. Dai began to write in his notebook. Dai, I plan to win back Oni-chan's affection and help him in any way I can. Starting to speak quickly and write. With a foe at the end of the fight. A foe had fainted when he entered the portal, and his dreams were not at all pretty. A foe dream. Izuku, if hell doesn't exist, I'll create one for you all for one. Approaching a foe who was retreating. A foe, get away from me. Moving away from Izuku, but he kept moving forward without any fear. A foe tried to activate a gift to defend himself, but none of it would activate. A foe, no. Izuku, Dai's throwing a slash. End of the dream. A foe, getting up from a bed. Doctor, sir, are you okay? Approaching a foe. A foe, Kurogiri. Screams. Kurogiri, yes sir. A foe, send villains to that forest, kill that bastard, now. Kurogiri, yes sir. POV Izuku. Day after the fight against a foe. Izuku was walking through the forest calmly, until dark matter appeared in front of him. Izuku, he's back, he thought. But he saw that they were just villains, they were quite arrogant, so he quickly finished them off, realizing that the same dark matter was taking them away. Help! Izuku turns around and starts running towards the scream. He saw a boy being surrounded by several villains. Stay away from me. He said fearfully with an axe in his hand. Villain, we'll kill you and then we'll go after the brat our master ordered us to. Izuku, finish me off, and what did I do to them? Finishing off the remaining villains, leaving only the one who spoke. Villain, what the fuck? Steps back but sees that Izuku isn't there. Where the hell is he? The villain was hit in the neck, causing him to faint. Izuku, are you okay? The boy stared at him. Thank you very much, very much, very much. Bowing, my name is Sumiyoshi Kamado. Izuku, Izuku Midoriya, and it was nothing. Smiling a little. Sumiyoshi worried about his family and started running towards his house. Izuku started following him. Sumiyoshi, please, Izuku-sama, help my family. Beg. Izuku, okay. Disappeared at high speed. Sumiyoshi stood still, impressive, admiring Izuku's speed. Idiot, this is not the time to admire him. He firmly grabbed the axe, following Izuku's path. Izuku was running along the stone path, until he found a small house. He saw several villains and a woman with a flip-flop rocking him from one side to the other. Suyako, stay away, I have a very dangerous weapon and I'm not afraid to use it, pointing at a villain who approached but retreated when the woman pointed at him. Villain 1, he has a flip-flop, idiots, attack. He said angrily. Villain 2, are you crazy? Villain 3 approached the woman who threw the flip-flop at him, quickly grabbing another one. Suyako, I told you, I won't allow you to hurt my baby, she said angrily. Villain activated his gift, you've already tired me, crazy woman. He said angrily. Izuku, annihilate. Everyone turned to the voice. Izuku knocked out 2 with a punch and an elbow, leaving the last one. Izuku, are there more villains in this forest? Villain, and no, he said with fear. Izuku, you're no use to me, knocking him out. Sumiyoshi, running with the axe in hand. Until he saw his wife and Izuku standing there watching him. Sumiyoshi, honey, are you okay? Running to his wife and hugging her. Suyako, yes Sumiyoshi-kun, this boy saved my life. Sumiyoshi, thank you very much again, Izuku-sama. Bowing. Suyako, thank you very much, also bowing. Izuku, it was a pleasure to help you, I'm leaving. Starting to walk. Sumiyoshi, please wait. Izuku turns around, is there anything we can do to return the favor? Izuku, no need. Sumiyoshi, I insist, out of nowhere appeared in front of Izuku. Izuku, it's not. Couldn't finish. Sumiyoshi, please don't take no for an answer. Insisting further. Izuku sighed and thought of something. I don't know if there are still villains in this forest, I don't want them to get hurt, could I stay at your house until tomorrow? Suyako/Sumiyoshi, of course. They said happily. Izuku Midoriya bowing. Suyako, my name is Suyako Kamato bowing back, please make yourself at home. Izuku nodded gratefully. Sumiyoshi, I'll activate the traps. Running to a tree. 1 hour later. Izuku was sitting, he had checked if there were no more villains, everything was calm and he liked that a lot. Sumiyoshi, take Izuku-sama, giving him a cup of tea. Izuku, thank you very much Sumiyoshi. And the place remained in a somewhat uncomfortable silence. Izuku, Sumiyoshi-san, I'm sorry. Looking at the sky. Sumiyoshi, why is Izuku-sama apologizing? Izuku, last night I faced the number 1 villain, I should have eliminated him, I didn't give it much importance yesterday, but thinking that he could kill many people makes my soul hurt. And an hour ago your family almost paid for my mistake, I'm truly sorry. Bowing head. Sumiyoshi, there's no need to bow, Izuku-sama. You were the one who saved us. Was going to continue speaking but suddenly. A girl touches her father's hand, and Sumiyoshi turns to look at her. Sumire, who is it? Sumiyoshi, the person next to me is the person who saved us from the bad guys. Midoriya Izuku-sama. Sumire, Akutu? Sumiyoshi, no. It's not like that, Izuku. Sumire, Akutu. Sumiyoshi, Itsuku. Sumire, Ikutu. Akutu, she said smiling. Sumiyoshi, Sumiri looking at her. Izuku, okay, calm down Sumiyoshi-san, my name must be difficult for a baby to pronounce. I'll change it. Izuku equals Ituku Midoriya. Sumiyoshi, how kind, he said smiling. Sumire, Ituku mi tortilla. The baby raised both hands and Izuku, somewhat confused, picked her up. Izuku, seeing the baby, begins to cry a little because a humble and overly kind family was almost killed. Izuku, I'm really sorry. Hugging Sumire, who was confused. Suyako, Midoriya-sama, stop crying. Please, none of this was your fault, and thanks to you we are here. My husband is here. I will make you delicious food, okay? Izuku, thank you very much for your hospitality. Smiling, and I gladly accept Suyako-san. Sumiyoshi, great, I'll go for wild vegetables and hunt animals. Grabbing his axe again. Izuku, Sumiyoshi-san will help him. Leaving Sumire on the floor. Sumiyoshi, no need Izuku-sama, you are the guest of honor. But Izuku grabbed him by the shoulder. Sumiyoshi, it's okay Izuku-sama, there's no need for you to see me like this again, he said scared. Both of them started walking looking for animals. Izuku went back to the lake, getting into the water to catch fish, and along the way he grabbed some fruit that was there, and some other vegetables. After 20 minutes Izuku returned to the small Kamado house, seeing Suyako who greeted him. Izuku, I brought some fish and fruit Suyako-san. Smiling a little. Suyako, oh great, thanks Midoriya-sama. Izuku, there's no need for Sama Suyako-san. Suyako, Yui I don't think it's going to be possible. Denying. Izuku, why? Tilting his head a little. Suyako, because it would be disrespectful to our savior. Izuku sighed a little. Izuku, do you know that I was the cause of those villains coming here? I asked intrigued. Suyako, are you still tormenting yourself about that, Midoriya-sama? It's not his fault, and we're very grateful to you. Izuku saw her and smiled a little, then I'll finish off all for one, and continue protecting them. Suyako, thank you Midoriya-sama, I know you will finish him off. Smiling. 5 minutes later. Sumiyoshi, I see that Izuku-sama likes you, he said happily. Izuku, yes, it's very adorable. Watching Sumire play with her hand. Sumiyoshi and Suyako began cooking while Izuku and Sumire watched with small smiles. An hour passed, and the Kamado pair finished cooking. The Kamado family and Izuku sat at a small table on the floor. Izuku, thank you very much for the food. Smiling. Suyako, you can take whatever you want, Midoriya-sama. Izuku nodded gratefully and everyone began to eat in comfortable silence. Izuku, this is a family dinner. It's very nice, he said with a small smile. Izuku, this is very delicious Suyako-san, Sumiyoshi-san. Sumiyoshi/Suyako, thank you very much Izuku-sama. After finishing dinner, the four of them began to see the stars. Sumiyoshi, now that I think about it, I've never seen you around these woods Izuku-sama, are you from the city? Izuku, yes it is nodding I had a lot of pressure and decided to rest a little here, have you lived here long before or were you from the city too? Suyako, we're both orphans, and we met on the outskirts of the forest. This place is very important to us. Sumiyoshi, thanks to this forest I was able to meet the most beautiful woman in the world Suyako blushed, making Izuku smile a little. Suyako, and you Midoriya-sama giving a few small hits on Izuku's shoulder with his elbow I'm sure you have a girlfriend, right? Izuku denied, I didn't have time to get to know a woman honestly. Sighing. Sumiyoshi, I'm sure you'll meet a good woman very soon Izuku-sama, you are a great person. Izuku, thank you. Again everything fell silent as if listening to the crickets and animals of the forest, and the three realized that Sumire fell asleep on Izuku's chest. Suyako, I think it's time to sleep. Carefully grabbing Sumire. 10 minutes later. Sumiyoshi, we're sorry for the lack of space, Izuku-sama. Izuku, don't worry Sumiyoshi, I'm really grateful for your kindness and hospitality. Sumiyoshi covered Izuku a little more, who saw him and lay down again. Sumiyoshi, is Izuku-sama comfortable? Izuku, yes, thank you smiling you don't need to tell me with the Sama, Sumiyoshi-san. Sumiyoshi, it would be disrespectful to our savior Izuku-sama. Izuku, it's the same as what Suyako-san said. Suyako, but I'm right. Sumiyoshi, but you're right nodding. Izuku, but it's not really necessary. Sumiyoshi and Suyako went to bed, not paying attention to the last thing Izuku said. And Izuku looked from one side to the other, and smiled. Little by little he fell asleep. The next day. Suyako, Midoriya-sama, I'm bringing you something for breakfast. Opening the door where Izuku was, when his face turned completely red. He saw Izuku in underwear and stood for a few seconds without saying anything, until he quickly closed the door. Suyako, I'm so sorry Midoriya-sama. Sumiyoshi, Suyako? Are you okay? Is something wrong? I asked somewhat upset. Suyako was kneeling in front of the door, completely blushing and holding her nose tightly. Suyako, don't go into that room, darling, you'll be in heaven. Sumiyoshi, what are you talking about? Walking to the door I'll see what happens. Suyako, stop Sumiyoshi-kun, don't come in quickly stopping Sumiyoshi. Sumiyoshi, Izuku-sama. Izuku still naked, what's wrong? Turning around. Sumiyoshi quickly turns around, closes the door and stands next to his wife, also kneeling. Sumiyoshi started touching the floor and his wife looked at him strangely. Suyako, is something wrong, Sumiyoshi? Somewhat nervous, watching her husband quickly touch the floor. Sumiyoshi, I feel like I dropped something, please help me find it. Suyako nodded and began to touch the floor. There was absolutely nothing on the floor. Izuku came out changing and saw them strangely. Izuku, what are you looking for? I asked curiously. Suyako, we're looking for something that Sumiyoshi lost, Izuku-sama. Izuku, oh, I'll help you. And the three of them started touching the whole floor. 15 minutes later. Izuku, I got tired sitting on the floor. Suyako, same, she said, bored. Sumiyoshi, no please no. Said with comical tears. Izuku, I think my time has come. Both turned to Izuku. Sumiyoshi, what does Izuku-sama mean? Izuku, I have to go back. Getting up. Suyako, so soon Midoriya-sama? She asked sadly. Izuku, I'm sorry but if I don't come back my sister could pay the price, besides being in this forest and with you guys I relax too much, I'm already at 100% of my capacities. Suyako, I understand, lowering her head just like her husband. Izuku, I hope you don't mind if I come visit you when I have time. Sumiyoshi, it would be a great honor Izuku-sama. Smiling. The three of them left, but Suyako quickly entered, confusing the two men. Suyako came back with a large bento. Suyako, it's not much, Izuku-sama, but I hope it helps you on your trip. Izuku, thank you very much Suyako-san. Grabbing the bento. Izuku started walking towards the forest, turning around and giving them a smile. Izuku, thank you so much for everything. Suyako, visit us whenever you want, Izuku-sama. Sumire left the house seeing Izuku confused. Sumire, Ituku Otaken. Everyone saw Sumire who had a few small tears. Sumire, Ituku Otaken, don't go. Running towards Izuku on the way she stumbled but Izuku caught her quickly. Izuku, calm down Sumire, I'll visit you and bring you gifts, okay? Sumire, will you come back, Ituku Otaken? Izuku nodded and Sumire put on a big smile. Izuku, I don't want to go, he thought sadly. Izuku, take care, okay? Sumire nodded and Izuku lowered her to the ground. Goodbye. Saying goodbye. Izuku walked along, wiping away his tears. Before leaving, he had to make sure there were no more villains and prevent the Kamato family from getting hurt. After 2 hours, Izuku didn't see anyone, sighing as he continued on his way home. POV die. It had been 3 days since Izuku left home. Those 3 days for her were complete hell. Her mother not knowing anything about Izuku hit her a lot. And at the academy things didn't go any better for her. Flashback. Bakugo, nerd, where's your damn brother? Throwing out some explosions. Die, I don't know Bakugo. Bakugo, so he got tired of his sister being useless, right? Dai just lowered his head. Bakugo was right, she was useless and because she didn't value her older brother, he left. Bakugo, answer me when I talk to you, damn nerd. Throwing an explosion. Dai, ouch, enough Bakugo please said with tears. Bakugo, your brother is no longer here to take care of you, then Shiny throwing an explosion. Dai walked through the academy with burns while crying, until 3 girls stood in front of her. Woman 1, where is Izuku-sama, damn you quirkless. She said angrily. Dai, I don't know. Backing away a little but is cornered by the 3 women. Woman 2, if we find out you did something to him, we'll tear you to pieces, understand? Woman 2, I said did you understand? I yelled at her to hit her and knock her to the floor. Dai, why yes please don't hurt me. Woman 3, you should kill yourself, with your disgusting presence you ruin Izuku-sama's beautiful presence, quirkless bastard. The 3 women left, but not before hitting Dai a few times, leaving her lying on her back. Dai, I deserve it, I'm so sorry bro. Closing his eyes to get some rest. After 30 minutes, Dai didn't get up, but she was awake, staring blankly into space. She was still lying on the floor in the same position. She didn't want to go home. Yesterday, she received a severe beating from her mother. Dai, those girls are Oni-chan's fans, they even have a personal club of his where there are many photos of Oni-chan everywhere in that club. I should be careful or I'll end up dead, she thought as she slowly got up. Dai started walking towards his house with some fear, but he had to face his fears. His Oni-chan wasn't afraid of anything. With that, Dai was motivated and started walking towards his house. 10 minutes later he had arrived and entered. "Inko, did you find your brother?" she said seriously. "Dai, and no Inko-sama." Stepping back a little, Inko gritted her teeth and began to whip Dai. "Dai, please stop, mother." While continuing to cry. "Inko, don't call me mother, you damn trash, go to your room now." She said she would stop herself, if not she would kill her. Dai climbed up to his room as best he could but decided to enter his older brother's room. Dai, Oni-chan, seeing that there was only a piece of furniture and a bed with a wardrobe, and remembered. "Izuku, gifts? I didn't give all of your gifts to you, I put all your hell on my shoulders, Dai." "Dai, I'm sorry." Oni-chan lying down on the floor of his brother's room, he didn't deserve to be in his bed, much less in his room. Third day. End of flashback. Dai woke up in pain and began searching for some bandages in her brother's room until she found them. Dai proceeded to treat herself until she saw a photo of herself as a baby on the piece of furniture. "Dai, Oni-chan." Laughing a little, Dai began to walk towards his school with great care, fearing even his own shadow. Tomorrow he would start training with All Might again, so he had to avoid hitting him. "Bakugo, wow, it seems your brother didn't come again, right?" "Dai, Bakugo, please don't hurt me." "Bakugo, is that an order? Do you think you can order me to do something, you piece of shit?" But someone grabbed him by the shoulder. "Izuku, not her, but I do, Bakugo." Bakugo looked back with fear. "So you hurt my sister these 3 days, huh?" Dai's eyes were wide open and he started crying again. "Bakugo, to Izuku, that's not true, I didn't hurt your sister." "Izuku, I hate lies, Bakugo." Scaring Bakugo more, Izuku quickly kneeled him down and stretched both of his hands back and put his foot on his back. "You're very proud of your arms, aren't you? What happens if I rip them off?" "Bakugo, enough please." Izuku stretched his arms further. Many saw that Izuku returned with more fury than before, scaring the men who began to enter the school, and exciting the women more than ever. "Teacher, what's going on here?" he said seriously while Izuku released Bakugo who was crying. "Izuku, nothing sensei, I was talking to my friend Bakugo and he fell." "Teacher, is that true, Bakugo?" Bakugo saw that Izuku gave him a quick glance, and Bakugo nods fearfully. "Okay, go to class," he said seriously. Bakugo quickly ran to his classroom. Izuku, idiot, watching Bakugo run. "Dai, Oni-chan." Izuku looked at her and turned around to enter his classroom. "Hey, wait, Oni-chan, let's talk please." "Izuku, we'll talk on the way out. I have to make up for 3 lost days. Studying is important," he said. Classes had passed normally, all the men avoided Izuku, looking the other way. They wouldn't dare make fun of Dai anymore. When they saw Bakugo cry in the classroom, completely humiliated, they all feared Izuku twice as much. And the women, well, they didn't avoid Izuku, they looked at him more. That didn't bother Izuku, he didn't care if they looked at him or not. "Dai, wait for me, Oni-chan." Reaching Izuku and hugging him. "Dai, please forgive me for everything, let me tell you about that gift." "Izuku, it's not necessary. If you don't trust me it's okay, you don't have to tell me anything." "Dai, I trust you, Oni-chan, I didn't tell you because Lord All Might told me that I was putting those I told this secret to in great danger. But I also trust in your power, so please Oni-chan, let me tell you," he said seriously. "Izuku, it's okay, Dai." Nodding. "Dai, great." Smiling. They both walked to the beach which still had trash. "Dai, well Oni-chan, from what Mr. All Might told me, one for all can be passed down from generation to generation, like a torch, soon I will be the 9th bearer." Ending. "Izuku, you turn into a giant monster and eat All Might to get his powers or something?" "Dai, eh? No, of course not." "Izuku, is that all the information you have about that gift?" Dai nods embarrassed. "So a man approached you and said, 'Hey pish girl, do you want a gift?' And you accepted?" "Dai, don't put it like that, Oni-chan, you embarrass me," she said embarrassed. "Izuku, there must be something to that gift. A great burden, I don't think a powerful gift exists for nothing." "Dai, huh?" I asked confused. "Izuku, I don't think someone would give you a gift without you doing something in return." Dai. Giving him a small tap of his fingers on Dai's forehead. "Dai, it's true, I never thought about it." Rubbing the bump quite happy, he knew it was like a sign of affection from his brother. Dai, I'm really sorry Onii-chan, and thank you for everything you've done for me. Please Hiro-sama sign my notebook. Showing a new notebook with a drawing of Izuku and all his information about his gift. Izuku smiled a little and took out a marker and signed his sister's notebook. Dai, thank you very much brother. Hugging Izuku, please forgive me. Izuku, you'll have to do something for him to forgive you. Dai looked at him expecting the next thing. He would accept anything, except if it was very shady, but his Onii-chan wasn't a pervert. You'll have to work hard to clean this beach, and become a great future heroine. Dai, I'll try hard Onii-chan, I will scream motivated. They both stared at the beach and started walking home. Dai had a great idea, and he would start it when he got home. When he got there, Inko quickly went to the door. Izuku, hide behind me. Dai nodded and hid. Inko furiosa, where the hell have you been? Izuku Midoriya. Izuku, training. Let's see if his trick worked. I found All Might and had a match against him. Inko asked curiously. Inko, and the result? I asked intrigued. Izuku, tie. He said seriously. Inko, really a tie? She said curiously. Izuku, yes, Dai was a witness. Inko saw that Dai nodded. Inko, a draw is fine with me. Leaving, you'll rest for now. You have 8 months left, but I'll recommend you to UA. Izuku, no need, I'll take the exam. He said seriously. Inko, well, I hope you pass or things will go very badly for you. Leaving. Izuku sighed and went up to his room. Dai, wait Onii-chan, please come to my room in 20 minutes. Izuku nodded. Dai started with his idea, he would make Izuku have a lot of fun. He entered the bathroom and began to bathe. 20 minutes later. Dai, everything is ready. Looking from one side to the other, arranging everything, until they knocked on the door. Come in Onii-chan. Izuku, what's up Dai? Izuku came in seeing his sister happy. Dai, we'll have a lot of fun Onii-chan. Dai, we'll have a lot of fun Onii-chan. Izuku just nodded and entered the room, watching a TV on the floor and a small table with a console on the floor. Dai, I'm coming Onii-chan. Sit down. Izuku sat on a small pillow that was on the floor. Dai ran to the kitchen, grabbing all the sodas and pizzas and returning to his room, leaving everything on the table. Dai, ready. Seeing everything as I imagine, nodding satisfied. What do you want to play? Onii-chan grabbing a box of games. Izuku, games? MNH, I've never played anything. Dai, that's why we'll have fun playing video games. He said smiling. Let's try Need for Speed Underground 2. Or Cole. Izuku, I think 2 is better, because it says 2. Taking a funny look from Dai. Dai put the game on and Izuku played his first race, winning easily. Dai, great Onii-chan, you won on the first try. Izuku, I got bored. Dai nodded and changed the game. Dai, GTA San Andreas. Look, I have a whole cheat sheet. Izuku, what are the tricks for? Dai, for more pleasure. They spent hours playing GTA, making a mess of the game with the cheats. Izuku, do you have more games? Let's make it 2x2. Scratching his cheek, these video games were catching his attention. Dai, FIFA 2014-18, I want to tell you Onii-chan that I'm very good at this game, you have no chance against me. Smiling at him. Izuku, oh okay, looking at his controller and analyzing the game instructions. I have it, shall we start? Dai, I choose Barcelona. Izuku, oh so me this one? Choosing Manchester United. It has red, I like red. Dai, I've already won Onii-chan, sorry. Result, 0-4 winner, Izuku. Dai, how did you do it? Looking at him. Izuku, I don't know, I just loosened my shoulders and. Dai, no, you didn't know anything about the game and yet you humiliated me. She said, looking at her hands. I'm not a professional at this game. Onii-chan again. Izuku, it's okay. 1-5 winner Izuku. Dai, let's play something else Onii-chan. Izuku, why? Dai, this game is broken, that's why you beat me. Looking at the floor. Izuku, oh okay, nodding. How about we play this one? God of War. Dai, yes, excellent. Starting the game. They both played, talked, and ate at the same time. Izuku was having a lot of fun, which made Dai very happy. Hours passed, and it was already 2 a.m. Dai had already fallen completely asleep. Izuku carried Dai to his bed and proceeded to leave. He also wanted to get some sleep. Izuku, today is going to be a very long day. The next day. Izuku slowly opened his eyes, he would see if his sister was in the house. He got up and started walking towards his sister's room. Izuku, sister. Opening the door without knocking. Not seeing anyone, he raises his shoulders and goes to take a bath. Izuku, after 30 minutes, was going down to the kitchen. There would be no one in the house. Inko, Izu. Watching her son eat a pizza like a small puppy. Izuku, what's wrong? Walking back to his room. Inko, I won't ask why you're like this. Covering her eyes. Izuku, I thought there was no one. A little while later, Izuku came down with clothes and would go see his sister. Inko, where are you going, Izuku? Izuku, to the beach. Izuku headed out to the beach, which wasn't far from his house. Upon arriving, he saw the same old man from last time. Izuku, nice view, right? Watching the old man watching his sister exercise. Toshinori, that's right. Nodding but realized Don't wait, young man, no. Receiving a punch that sent him to the arena. Izuku, it leaves me no choice but to eliminate you, sir. Dai, who was training, heard someone crash and his brother jumping towards where the one who crashed fell. Dai, Onii-chan. What's wrong? Izuku, this man was spying on you. Showing a semi-conscious Toshinori. Dai, but Onii-chan, he is my teacher. He said with a nervous smile. Izuku, are you joking? Dai denied, but the giant. Dai, it's him, pointing at Toshinori, he's de-transformed. Toshinori transforms. Izuku, oh. 15 minutes later. Toshinori and Izuku were watching Dai take out the trash. Toshinori, so you want to know about One for All? Izuku, my sister has to hear about this too. Toshinori, in due time. One for All is passed down from generation to generation, thanks to the first bearer. Izuku, I know that. My question is, there must be a big burden for this, right? Toshinori, yes, young Midoriya, All for One is the brother of the first successor. Izuku, don't tell me this is all for competition? Toshinori, no, young Midoriya, One for All exists to defeat All for One, no one can defeat it except One for All. Izuku, I see, and why don't you tell this to Dai? Toshinori, so as not to burden her, I want her to go at her own pace, and when she's ready she can destroy All for One. Izuku, aren't you putting that burden on her since you gave her the quirk? Wouldn't telling her now help her improve faster? Toshinori, as I said, everything in due time. Izuku sighed and shook his head. Izuku, if that guy comes early for my sister, I won't hold back and I'll kill him. Izuku, wait, did he say All for One? Toshinori, do you know him, young man? Izuku, no denying. I forgot what I was going to say. They both saw that Dai was cleaning the beach twice as fast. Izuku, he's trying really hard. Smiling. Toshinori, she will undoubtedly be a great successor. Toshinori, now I want to know something about you, young Midoriya, of course if you don't mind. Izuku, okay, ask. Waiting for the question. Toshinori, you held back against me. Izuku, something like that. I was very tired but not enough to beat him. My quirk helped me see his weak spot. Toshinori, what is your maximum strength? Izuku, I don't know. Toshinori stared at him for a bit and nodded. Toshinori, what is your gift? Izuku, it's called the transparent world. It helps me with my senses, and allows me to see organs and muscles. Toshinori, I see so. Izuku, yes, I could see his condition. I don't know how he's still alive, sir, but he shouldn't have such tough battles. Toshinori, if people need my help, I'll be there to give it, and please don't tell anyone what we talked about. Izuku, okay. Nodding. Toshinori, by the way, young Midoriya, is that fire that came out of your katana another gift? Izuku, no, I call it sun breathing. It's not a quirk, so I tried to help Dai, but she's really bad with weapons. Toshinori, and if I want to learn it, would you teach me? Izuku, I would do it, but no offense, what's left of his lungs would explode. Toshinori, I understand. 8 months later. Izuku had decided to return to training, improving his speed and strength further. With Dai, he increased his training to be able to clean the entire beach. All his effort was paying off. Current events. Izuku and Toshinori were heading to the beach, seeing something that surprised them both. The beach was completely clean. Dai stood on top of an accumulated pile of trash, raising his hand. Toshinori, did I do it? Izuku, he did it. while smiling proudly at his little sister. Dai, I did it. Falling from the pile of garbage, being caught by Izuku quickly Onii-chan. Izuku, you did spectacular sis, I'm really proud of you. Dai, thanks Onii-chan. Shedding a few tears and leaning on his brother's chest. I'll sleep a little. Slowly closing his eyes. Toshinori, wait, young lady. Couldn't finish. Izuku, let her rest a little, she deserves it. Izuku sat on the floor holding his sister in his hands, while she slept peacefully. 1 hour later. Dai little by little she opened her eyes seeing a silhouette as she was tired she couldn't see well who it was. Dai, Iron Man is that you? Izuku, no, I'm not Iron Man. Dai, Jabuz. Izuku, I'm your brother, Dai. Dai's vision cleared and he saw his older brother. Dai, oh it's just Onii-chan looking bored elsewhere. Izuku stood up and dropped Dai. Dai, ouch, Onii-chan baka. Looking at her brother angrily. And All Might? Izuku, you don't remember? Dai, what about? Izuku, you ate All Might to get his powers. Dai looked in shock and started to cry. Dai, I'm so sorry All Might. We're crying more. Toshinori, why are you apologizing, Miss Midoriya? Dai, Sensei, are you still alive? Toshinori, I'm old, but don't exaggerate, Miss Midoriya. Looking away, offended. Dai, my Onii-chan told me that I ate it to get its powers. Izuku, ha 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 ha. Dai looked at his teacher and then at Izuku. Dai, meet the fury of Dai Midoriya. Dai punched him in a way that didn't even imitate Izuku. Hey! He looked up at his brother who was serious. Now that I realize, you're very pretty Onii-chan. Dai, did my hit hurt you even a little? Izuku, I'll tell you the truth or should we still be friends? Dai, you're so mean, even if you only pretend to be in a little bit of pain she said somewhat depressed. Izuku, look on the bright side, you'll be able to train and become stronger than me. Dai, really? Izuku, we won't know until you try it. He said smiling. Toshinori, well young Midoriya, I managed to clean the beach, it's time for you to inherit One for All. All Might, now young Midoriya, you are a proper heir. Izuku started recording everything. It could be his sister's most epic moment. Dai started crying again. Dai, I feel like I cheated. You did all this for me, I'm so lucky. Starting to cry more. All Might, he, what things you say it was thanks to your effort, we still have to fix your crying. Izuku, that would be impossible, I'm not saying it, science is saying it. Dai, oh Onii-chan you are very bad. Wiping away tears. All Might, good both stared at All Might waiting for something epic. All Might pulls out a strand of hair, and Izuku starts recording again. All Might, I'll share some words that were said to me a while back. What you get by luck and what you earn through effort are two different things. Never forget that, the power you gained was through your own effort. Izuku began to look around, expecting epic lights and storms, giving it a more epic touch. All Might, eat this. Giving him the lock of hair. Giving her the lock of hair. Dai/Izuku, huh? Dai, how? Looking at the hair. All Might, it doesn't matter what you eat as long as you have my DNA, that's how it works. Dai, this is very different from what I imagined. Izuku, I feel cheated. Putting away the camera. All Might, eat this, don't waste time. You'll be late. Here, hey, come here. Eat this. Following Dai, who was running to avoid him. Dai, please no. Izuku grabbed Dai and held her while All Might brought the hair closer. Dai, please no. Brother let me go. Izuku, you're not a 3-year-old anymore Dai, behave yourself. Dai, I don't want to while starting to cry again. Exam time. Izuku, and sister? What does All Might's hair taste like? Dai, disgusting. Izuku, well you have a gift, and the strength to endure it, break a leg. Dai, because you wish that on me, brother, you're evil. Izuku, it's a way to bring luck. Dai, that's not for the theaters. Izuku, so. Turns to look at her she puts on a show. Dai, I'll try hard. Smiling hey Onii-chan. Izuku, what's wrong? While walking to the exam room. Dai, what if I can't get through? Izuku, there's always a plan B, but try hard to get through. Dai remained silent and they both arrived at the assigned room. Present mic, hero candidates, Welcome to my show today, everyone say yai. The only thing that could be heard in the room was silence. Present Mike, a refined answer. He said, smiling nervously, well, I'll quickly explain how the admission tests will be. Are you ready? Yive. Again everything was silent. Dai, it's the hero Present Mike, incredible. He said with a really excited smile. I listen to it every week on the radio, all the teachers here are heroes. Bakugo, shut up you damn nerd. Scaring Dai, he never saw him there. Izuku, shut up or I'll shut you up with blows. Looking at him seriously. Bakugo, yes sir. Looking away. Dai watched in surprise, her brother has Bakugo as a slave. Her brother has tamed the rabid beast. Present Mike explained the robot part, while Dai continued to mutter. Izuku, sister, stop muttering at once and be silent. Dai, yes Onii-chan, I'm sorry. Now if I stop muttering. Present Mike, I present the places designated for the second test. Izuku, in short, they won't let us work together. Dai, that's true, but our numbers are the same, we are in the same designated place brother. Present Mike began to explain the robots and prohibitions. Ida, excuse me, sensei, I have a question. Present Mike, okay. A light pointed at Ida. Ida, the brochure lists 4 types of villains. If this was a failure, the most prestigious school, UA, is a disgrace. We all came here to be trained to be exemplary heroes. And you, the red-haired boy? Carrying weapons at the most prestigious school is prohibited, so leave. Izuku looked ahead bored until a light came on. Izuku, great, sighing he stood up with all due respect, you are nobody to order me to leave and I have personal authorization from the director of the UA to carry this weapon, if you have any complaints go to the director. Ida, and where is that authorization? Thinking that the boy was lying to him. Izuku showed him a sheet, now stop interrupting the teacher's explanation and sit down. Present Mike, the director told me about that, and it has my approval too, so applicant number 7111, thanks for your great message, but I was going to explain about the last robot. Ida, why yes I'm very sorry bowling to the master while sitting down. Dai whispered, Chale you humiliated him brother. Seeing how some laughed at Ida. Present Mike explained the latest 0 points robot. Present Mike, that's all from me, to finish I will give everyone a gift our motto a true hero is one who overcomes the misfortunes of life, go further, say with me plus ultra. And good luck to everyone. They had all arrived in a fake city. Dai thoughts, the day has come, it's time to reap the fruits of my training with All Might these 10 months. And I will become the heroine I always wanted to be, for All Might, for my Onii-chan, I will do it. Izuku thoughts, how much money does this school have? Making a fake city must be ridiculously expensive. What was that bird called? Watching a bird fly. What will I eat when I get home? Izuku sighed and paid attention to Teacher Mike. Izuku, sister. Dai looked at him when they opened the door run. Dai confused, oh okay bro. The doors opened, but everyone was still talking among themselves, and Izuku quickly disappeared. Dai looked at him in confusion until introductory Mike spoke. Present Mike, what are you waiting for? There are no counts in battle royales, and the red-haired boy knows it. Run, run, run. Dai looked ahead seeing everyone running and remembered, when they opened the doors, run. Dai, hell no. Izuku was slaughtering robots without any difficulty. Izuku, sun breathing. Fourth stance, rainbow perihelion. Izuku began destroying the robots with a dance that consisted of rotations. Dai ran and found his brother on top of many destroyed robots. Dai, how cool. Smiling at his brother. Present Mike, 6 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Dai, nope, starting to search for robots again. Uraka, that's 28 points now. Dai, 28 points? Looking at Uraka. Ida, 46 points while destroying one. Dai, how many does Onii-chan have? Seeing Izuku destroying robots with his bare fists brother. Izuku turns around. Izuku, what's wrong? Dai, how many points do you have? While talking to his brother he saw if there wasn't a robot. Izuku, did we have to count them? Dai, yes Baka. Izuku, oh, then I don't know like 135. Dai, 135. Izuku, I don't know, I don't keep track. While watching his sister and you? Dai, not one. Izuku looked at her. Izuku, and you want a gift? Go find robots, You still have like 5 minutes left. Die, yes Oni-chan goodbye starting to run. Monitoring room. Midnight, they seem like a very promising group. Look at that guy, he's super hot. Oh, and his quirk seems like fire. It's a perfect balance. Looks at Izuku. Endeavor, that's your son, magnetic? Inko, that's right, what do you think? Endeavor, he has very impressive skill and speed. Watching Izuku destroy robots. Inko, so about that, is there an agreement? Endeavor, I will go to your home to test its strength myself. I don't want useless grandchildren. Inko, sounds good to me. All Might, what are you talking about? Endeavor, it's none of your business, American. While continuing to look at Izuku, his techniques are impressive and I don't see a single opening. Inko, he created all those postures himself. All Might, no, seriously, what are you talking about? Endeavor, don't get involved, damn you. All Might, how delicate. Looking at his successor, will they be magnetic masters, Endeavor? Endeavor, I'm not here to take care of brats. He said seriously. Magnetic, I will be a teacher. Nodding. Nezu, let's see if this is your size, press the chaos button. He said in a crazy way. Aizawa touched the button that said chaos. Everyone watched as a robot held onto a building, looking at all the participants. Izuku, Bertolt, get out of there, damn traitor. He said angrily. Die, this isn't the time for references, Oni-I. We'll have to go. I don't have a single point. All Might's training was for nothing. The robot threw a punch and Izuku quickly grabbed Dai, dodging. Die, isn't that a little extreme? I asked, scared. Present Mike, less than 2 minutes left. Dai watched everyone run except his brother. 2 minutes, it can't be, I don't have any points, I don't want to leave, starting to cry with frustration but saw a girl trapped. Die, Oni-chan, I have to help her. Izuku nodded and prepared his katana. Dai came running out of nowhere and Izuku saw that a leg was going to crush the girl and he went faster. Izuku, sun breathing. 6th stance, scorching sun. Izuku slashed and created a fire vortex that severed the robot's foot. Izuku, your turn, little sister. Watching Dai do a super jump. Dai, smash. Everyone looked at that in surprise. Monitoring room. Everyone was equally surprised. All Might, that's it, that's how the most important quality of every hero comes out, the spirit of self-sacrifice. Inko, how? She had no gift, how the hell did she do it? Getting up suddenly. With the proof. Izuku saw Dai's broken leg and see her fall. Izuku, damn Dai, I told you to break your leg, but I didn't mean it literally. Starting to run to a rubble. Dai, this is All Might's power, now I can jump very high, landing should be very easy, very easy. Dai felt a little pain and turned to look at his hand and legs, seeing them completely broken. They are broken, what do I do? What do I do? Izuku carried her, hello. While smiling. Dai, hey. Oni-chan. Izuku, how are you? Are you okay? I'm glad. Dai, how will we land? Izuku, I don't know. Both looked at the floor. Dai, looking at the floor in fear. Izuku, Yoop-fi ha ha ha, how funny. Dai, this is not funny. They were about to fall. Izuku, solar breathing. 2nd stance, blue sky. Izuku grabbed his sister and did a 360 degrees turn, slashing, and both of them fell abruptly. It wasn't what I expected, but I'm really satisfied. Getting up, he saw his sister. Dai. Izuku, sister, are you alive? Dai, S is Oni-chan. Izuku, sorry, I didn't calculate well. Dai, we are alive, that's W what counts. He said, about to faint, but the adrenaline wouldn't let him. Present Mike, time's up. Dai, Oni-chan, I couldn't even score a single point, he said sadly. Izuku, if points can be given, don't doubt that I will give you all my points, little sister. Dai, thank you and I can. Recovery, okay, well done. You all did a good job. Here you go, eat some gummies. Giving an extra some gummies. Extra, thank you very much. Aoyama, the pillar of this school is that lady. Recovery, good heavens, you hurt yourself like that using your own gift? It's like his body isn't used to his gift. Recovery stretched her lips, giving Dai a kiss on the cheek. Everyone looked at that in confusion. What did Aoyama do? Like a good gentleman? He decides to explain. Aoyama, UA High School's nurse, the teen heroin recovery girl, her gift is practically healing, watching Dai being healed. That's why UA makes these types of exams risk-free. Recovery, let's get this over with. Is anyone else hurt? Izuku super serious, Lady Recovery sees it. Recovery, what's wrong, young man? Why you're hurt? Izuku, no, give me a candy. Smiling. Recovery, of course, take gummies, giving him some gummies. Izuku, thank you very much. Bowing. Izuku carried his sister and started to leave. 1 hour and 30 minutes later. Izuku had arrived at his mother's car. How would he explain his sister's gift? Getting into the back seat, his sister decided to get in the front, seeing his mother. Inko, you did well. She said without further ado, starting the car and moving forward. Since when does your sister have a gift? Izuku, from now on I think. Inko, a gift activates at 4, not 15. Izuku, I'll ask him about it. He won't answer you anything. Inko, and I understand perfectly, someone is coming to the house tomorrow, he wants a fight against you. Izuku, and why is that? Inko, you will be told when the fight is over. I want you to be serious, do you understand me? Looking seriously ahead. And wear your most comfortable suit, I don't want any failures. Izuku, it's okay mother. They had arrived and Izuku had proceeded to take his sister to his bed. Inko, when you take Dai, I want to give you more details about tomorrow. Izuku, since when do you tell him his name? Inko, just take her, okay? She said annoyed. Izuku nodded and took Dai. Izuku was returning to his mother. Izuku, so what happens? Inko, who you'll face tomorrow will be Endeavor.